So I recently got recruited to join the X-Men, and you may be asking what skills do I have that could lead them to make such a rash decision, and that's because I can save you money on film. No jokes, I can save you money on film. just joking. This video is for folks that are considering how they can save money shooting film. For new people coming into film thinking about why these film photographers talking about film being so expensive. How can I save money shooting film? It's for all of us that are just thinking out there. And these are just considerations. This is not anything that I'm personally doing or something that I think you should do. This is just some things that I've been pondering. Some of them I'm gonna start doing once these film prices go up. But let's talk about it. Let's have a conversation about it, right? The first thing I'm considering is that shoot smaller, right? If you're shooting large format, consider shooting medium format, right? Shoot 6:4:5, shoot 6:6, shoot 6:7, shoot 6:9, right? If you're shooting 6:9, shoot 6:7 or 6:4:5, you get more shots. If you shoot medium format, shoot 35. You go from 14, 10, 8 shots, you go to 35, 36 shots per roll. If you're shooting 35 millimeter, consider shooting half frame. You go from 35 to shooting 70 to getting 72 shots. So it's like you can always shoot smaller, go smaller, get more bang for your buck. The next thing is make a budget and stick to it, right? For me, I've always tried to make a budget for how much I'm going to spend on buying new film and developing the film and scanning the film each month. I budget it, but I never ever stick to the budget. I usually go over. Some months I go under, which is fine. If you're gonna spend $100 on film a month, make sure it's $100 on film a month. Don't go spend 200. Don't go spend 300. Don't go spend 400. Make sure you're sticking to $100 a month. The next thing is shoot less. I know it's counterintuitive for me, a film channel, to be telling you to shoot less film, but shoot less, right? When you go out, one of the things I've been trying to do is think like, do I really need to take this shot? Have I taken this shot before? What would this shot look like if I take this shot? Is this what I want it to be? Have you ever taken a shot and you see it in your mind, see it in your head, you get the shot back and it's not what you thought it was gonna be? That happens sometimes. It's been happening more often than not, and I'm just shooting a lot less because at this point I've taken a lot of shots that I've seen before. I usually shoot the same areas on a daily basis, so it's like I've seen that shot before. I know what it's gonna look like, so I'm not gonna shoot that exact same shot again. But that's just something for you to think about. Maybe you should shoot less, think about each shot a lot more before pulling the trigger on that shot. The next thing is consider scanning and developing your own film. Scanning and developing film takes up a lot of time, which is why we end up paying for it at our camera stores, at local labs, for other people to do that and take up the time. But you end up paying more money for those services. Is there something that you can be doing to save you some money on the back end? I started scanning my own film a couple of months ago. That has saved me a lot of money on scanning, allowed me to put that money into buying more film. But I don't develop my own film. I'm considering developing black and white film to get started off with in development. And Cinestill has this monobath where you just like put one chemical in it and you just do the timing and everything. You don't have to go through a multiple step process. And I'm considering taking that leap to save me some money on developing black and white. And it does add up, depending on how much film that you shoot. The money does add up that you save when you scan and develop your own film. So it's just something for you to consider. The next thing, and I know some people may not like this, is shoot more black and white, right? There's some good companies out there that make very good black and white stocks. You got Ilford, Campmere, and I know they're the same company. You got Arista, you got Fomapan. These companies make great black and white film for cheap prices, right? When you start shooting black and white, you tend to see the world in black and white. Black and white, there's no color. All you have is contrast and composition, the two C's. And once you start thinking of shots in black and white, you start to see the world in a whole different way. So if you've been shooting only color for a very long time, maybe consider shooting black and white. Another thing is that you can consider buying expired film or secondhand film. I spend a lot of time perusing through eBay, perusing through Facebook Marketplace, perusing through all the other sites that I have available to me to see who's selling some film stocks that I can get at a very good price. I recently made a video talking about my experience, but I was browsing through Facebook Marketplace and I came across this dude selling a whole batch of film. I got about 50 rolls of color film, Fuji NPS 160, as well as Fuji Pro 400H as well as some Neopan 100 and some Tri-X. I was able to get almost 50 rolls of film for $75 Canadian, and that was a steal. And this last one is not something that's for everyone, but consider doing something with your film, right? If you've been shooting photos for a long time, odds are that you have an archive of photos. So maybe consider selling them as stock photos. Consider entering into competitions where you can get some money for your photos. Consider printing or selling a zine. I'm not saying to start a side hustle, but think of what you can do with that. Maybe apply for some grants, right? There's a lot of grants out there where you can get money to do the thing that you love to do. And then maybe even just work on projects, right? Save money and just work on projects using film. And the other times you shoot stuff on your phone or your digital camera. It's all about how we can save money and not pay these exorbitant prices for film, because everything else in life right now is expensive. We have foods that's expensive, eggs are expensive, and life in general is expensive. So how can we save money and keep doing this thing that we love to do? And that's the whole point of this video. And all these, as I said, are just considerations. Let me know what you're thinking about when it comes to saving money shooting film. I'm going to write a whole blog post on my blog, FilmStockReel.com, so make sure you check out in the description under the like button for this video. Let me know your thoughts on it. Let me know what you're thinking about when it comes to saving money and shooting film. And yeah, that brings me to the end of this video. If this video has brought you any value, you know what? Just do the things, subscribe, like, and I'll see you in the next video. Bye.